Today's top news headlines: commanding officer, family among 7 killed in militant attack in Manipur. And Manipur reports 49 COVID-19 fresh infections, 4 deaths in past 24 hours. A very good evening. Before we move on to the news, a COVID awareness for the general public. We are collectively facing a pandemic threat that is sweeping across the humanity beyond oceans and borders. Considering the seriousness of COVID-19, it's about time we step up against this deadly disease. Maintain a safe distance from others, even if they don't appear to be sick. Wear a mask in public, especially indoors or when physical distancing is not possible. Choose open, well-ventilated spaces over closed ones. Clean your hands often. Use soap and water or an alcohol-based hand rub. Get vaccinated when it's your turn. Follow local guidelines about vaccination. Cover your nose and mouth with your bent elbow or a tissue when you cough or sneeze. Stay home if you feel unwell. This is PONYTV giving you the latest Saturday English bulletin. I'm Loving Rimai. Now the news in detail. 4 soldiers and the commanding officer of 46 Assam Rifles, along with his son and wife, were killed in an ambush by militants in Manipur's Singhat on Saturday. 3 injured in the incident were taken to Behyang Primary Health Center. Initial reports suggest that Manipur-based People's Liberation Army could be behind the attack. The commanding officer has been identified as Colonel Viplav Tripathi, who was returning from one of his koi posts in Myanmar border when the attack took place. An official said that among the dead, 3 were from the quick response team. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh said that the perpetrators would be brought to justice. Strongly condemned the cowardly attack on the convoy of 46 Assam Rifles, which has reportedly killed few personnel, including the CEO and his family at Churachandpur today. The state forces and paramilitary are already on their job to track down the militants, he tweeted. Chief Minister N. Biren visited one of the injured Jawans at Shija Hospital in Manipur. In Imphal, Biren said he has directed officials and hospital authority to provide the best medical care for the Jawan. Their sacrifice will not go in vain, Biren said in a Facebook post. The Zomi Chiefs Association (ZCA) strongly has condemned the brutal attack on a convoy of 46 Assam Rifles near S2nd village under Singhat subdivision in Churachandpur district, orchestrated and executed by suspected valley-based proscribed militant group today at around 10 a.m. The attack led to the colossal loss of 6 precious lives, including Colonel Viplav Tripathi, commanding officer, 46 Assam Rifles, his wife Anuja Tripathi, their 6-year-old son Abir Tripathi, a student of Class 1 at St. Paul's Institute, Lamka, and 3 other Jawans, the association said in a release. Churachandpur district witnessed relative peace, security and development after a long spell of nightmarish militancy due to the relentless efforts of the government and its security forces. This cold-blooded incident jeopardized and put at peril the life and security of innocent, peace-loving Zomi villagers residing in the area. It shocked the general public, who eagerly awaits a final solution of the political negotiations between the government and Sioux groups. ZCA appealed to all Zomi chiefs and villagers along the Indo-Myanmar border to cooperate with the security forces in their hunt for perpetrators of these heinous acts. The Zomi Chiefs Association entreaties the government of India to exert all measures required to apprehend, book and penalize the culprits as per the law of the land, carry on unhindered political dialogue with Sioux groups in public interest. It also extended deepest condolences to the brave and martyred soldiers who made supreme sacrifices for the nation. May their souls rest in peace, the release said. Manipur in the last 24 hours reported 49 fresh infections of coronavirus. With this, the total tally rose to 124,432. The state also reported 4 fatalities, taking the death toll to 1,946. According to a release from the State COVID-19 Command Control Room, the positivity rate was recorded at 2.8%. The COVID-19 Command Control Room also said 1 person was discharged in the past 24 hours. Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad ABVP Manipur has condemned Saturday's dreadful militant attack at Singhad, wherein commanding officer Colonel Viplav Tripathi, his wife and son, along with 4 soldiers of 46 Assam Rifles, lost their lives. May their soul rest in peace, said ABVP in a release. Cadres belonging to proscribed rebel group Dimasa National Liberation Army (DNLA) will surrender arms in Maibang subdivision in Assam's Dima Hasao district on Saturday. An agreement was signed between the DNLA militants and the Assam government in the last month in the presence of Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. N. Bhupender, Vice Chairperson of All India Fishermen Congress today, said electricity is vital to the Chief Minister's Go-to-Village mission. Expressing deep concern over the frequent power cut at Kongman in Imphal East and nearby areas, Bhupender said right to electricity should be construed as a human right. He said it has been 2 days since power cut disrupts life at Kongman and nearby places. He expressed displeasure over alleged inaction by the Manipur government to sort out the problem.
Kongman namasung mahaki masigi adjoining areas mayamama may laktabasi numit nini sujalakadore nungdang ani sugre aduna masigi matang sira karmain tawdana karigidamakta may lakribano haibasi prajamayam na hangbaga loinana akoina mu hangjaning libadi Masira BJP ki developmental politics hairibato development tausi natraga good governance tausi hairagadi akoina go to village haina lairibase go to village e mapung atasengna phan ge hairagadi akoi isana pijariba thijariba prepaid power system ase masi matam chana mai lahan ba maramdi akoina thiribasi prepaid ni postpaid natte akoi hana paisa thiraga mai se piu haina mai isana leijagrabane aduguda maktu kawi prepaid power system se karmain tawdana masi mai chakhalai mai tharibra mai chaibra madugi matang na FIR lodge tawbikhrabra adugi matang na inquiry tawbikhrabra aduga mai haure hairagadi mai haure ibdo machine singdugi equipment singdugi appliances singdugi madugi maintenance tawdabagira maintenance cost adu karai resat khare maswai tawdana mai chae hairaga mai haure hairaga pung kun mari hendokna mai phangandaba taragadi Imphal East ki saruk tangkhai ma mai phangde hai Jagamada ngasi Manipur da bom ama pokhaibada natraga bom ama thamame haibadadi senior officials mayam even minister gi level da bu yauna madura changaga yenghen bu yauri including the chief minister adubu koma sub division da mai chae haiba matam sira Manipur gi chief minister Manipur gi power minister natraga senior official amata changure hairga TV da media ra koi ngasi phogru uba phangjadi masi karmain tawribano aduga ngasi phogda right to light right to electricity haibase masi ai khoi gi nagarik ki oiba phomom thok hakni.
Let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Karigumba dom yumda laiba anaba singi hidakapa dressing tauba blood sample loba rice tube hapa catheterization hapa enema tobinaba experience lairaba nurse amati doctor thibada awaba thengnabirabadi wabiraganu Medline Home Nursing Care Service Manipurna pungkun mari chukna adom yumda latuna hidakapa injection piba dressing tauba feeding tube hapa catheter hapa amadi makhal kya ge anaba sing experience lairaba doctor amadi nursing tuna mating pangzari akupa marol gi damak Medline gi helpline number 9205987988 amukasu 9205987988 ta call tawna tanabiu natraga Google Play Store dagi Medline app download tawdana booking tawi.
Welcome back after the break. All Manipur VDF Welfare Association has condemned the Manipur Home Department for delaying and revising the pay scale of Village Defence Force VDF despite repeated requests. Speaking to the media at Manipur Press Club in Imphal, President of All Manipur VDF Welfare Association Central Committee Mohammad Riyaj Khan once again appealed to the state government to revise the VDF salary. It also appealed to the state government to look into the matter and fulfill the long-pending demand.
Masamangna Honorable Chief Minister na koi kudiak pirakpa hairiba koigi memorandum satrop demand asi fulfill oina pibada yare haiba dum by approval pirakraba tha ani helo phawba ngasi phawba koigi Manipur government na amadi mailanaba department na thabuk to onthoktana leiriba si koigi vote ki Lakadruba 2022 the Pangtokadruba election gi koi code of conduct asi ngai bagi koi delaying tactics hanaba manba sumba phibam khara koina koi uzaba phangi masi tobiganu athubada koi gi cabinet minister Mapal honorable chief minister yauna duga koi gi MLA kunthraga mathoi hariba singsina ayaw piraba kudek piraba dumba BDF sing gi satop dimalasi matokramna kari kari kudung sa dablai bedagi koi na thaira ga ngasi pho thani helabasi thambibano athu matamda tabuk to onthok piu haibasi All Manipur Video Welfare Association committee gi maike de thamjari.
Punjab National Bank donated medical equipment worth rupees 10 lakh to PHC Nonay under Nonay district as part of the bank's corporate social responsibility activities. Ultrasound color Doppler, online UPS, suction machine and vein finder were handed over to the PHC by Manish Debarma, Circle Head, PNB Imphal Circle, in the presence of senior officials of the district and staff members of the PHC. Manish Debarma praised the selfless contributions of doctors and nurses in saving precious lives and mentioned that the medical equipment donated will help upscale the medical facilities in the district. Further, he announced that PNB will open a new branch and ATM in Nonay district headquarters very soon and will contribute in the overall development of the district. The handing over ceremony was also attended by S. Stephen Aimol, Chief Manager, Raj Kamal Roy, Marketing Officer of PNB, Dr. Edwin Golmay, CMO, Dr. Azin Maringmay, DLO, Dr. Thaimei Gairanlung, Dr. Jaujan Singh, and other staffers of the PHC. CMO of Nonay district in his speech thanked the contribution made by PNB and said that the medical equipment will be of great help to the people of the district. Taking a serious view of the severe air pollution in Delhi NCR, the Supreme Court on Saturday suggested that, if needed, the government can declare a 2-day lockdown to bring down the levels which has been caused by stubble burning, vehicles, firecrackers, industries, dust. A bench headed by Chief Justice N.V. Ramana told Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, representing the centre, that the situation is very bad. In the house, we are wearing masks. It is a bad situation. How to control air pollution in Delhi? 2 days lockdown or what? How will people live in Delhi? Queried the Chief Justice. Mehta began the argument detailing steps taken by the Air Quality Management Commission to abate air pollution in NCR and adjoining areas, which included steps taken to address agricultural stubble burning. The bench, also comprising Justice D.Y. Chandrachud and Suryakant said instead of blaming the farmers, all state governments and the centre should come together to address the air pollution issue. The Chief Justice noted that stubble burning by farmers is only responsible for 25% of the population, and the remaining 75% of pollution was from firecracker burning, vehicle pollution, dust. Before we end the bulletin, the news headlines once again. Commanding officer, family along 7 killed in militant attack in Manipur. And Manipur reports 49 COVID-19 fresh infections, 4 deaths in past 24 hours. That is the end of the bulletin. For the English news at 6:30, stay tuned to Pony Television for more updates.